Hey guys, what is up? This is Matthew Davis, the movie lover here. Now I said I would be remaking this review yesterday. I said that I would do this video yesterday, but I didn't because I really don't know. I could have, but I just didn't because I'm too damn lazy. But anyways, now I know you guys were probably expecting me to do a parody intro like the "I did not hit her" scene or the something like that, but I don't really know how to do it or edit it because if you've been watching my channel this year, then you know exactly why. But anyways, let's get into it. The Room from 2003. Now, yes, I did review this movie last year with my good friend Caleb Kleinstra. But here's the thing. I specifically just hated on that movie. I didn't think anything in that. I didn't say anything. Oh, I didn't think this scene was funny or that. Me and him were just flat out just hating on it, just hating it as a movie. I felt I was taking the film too seriously. However, I'm still going to keep that video up, mainly because, sometimes I like to have company in my video reviews, but yeah, I'm still going to keep that up. Also, I'm actually glad that a Disaster Artist isn't out here yet because then I wouldn't have made this video. But you see, I like to do movie reviews of certain movies before the upcoming thing that's related to is released. So that's not going to come out. So the Disaster Artist, for some reason, every single person on YouTube has reviewed it, but it's only playing like or from what I know, it's not playing anywhere over here where I live. I don't really know why. But like I said in my last Chat with Matt video, you know that I went to go see A Christmas Story for, because they were showing Christmas movies every weekend. So that didn't ruin my movie plans, and it was totally worth it. Certainly a really great experience to see a classic Christmas movie, but yeah. But I know for sure that it will, for some reason, they say that it's going to be playing, well, whatever. I will be seeing The Disaster Artist soon enough. But anyway, is enough. So, pretty much everybody here has seen The Room, right? Everybody that's watching knows what The Room is about, so I really do not need to explain it. But here's the thing, The Room grew on me as I thought about it. Like, every single time I felt like getting a good laugh, I always watch clips of it on YouTube. Now, if you don't know what The Room is about, of course, Tommy Wiseau himself, he's the executive producer and the writer and the director. Pretty much for some reason, this has more people helped to do this movie than ever. Although the end credits is like 1 hour and 30 seconds long, so there, believe it or not, wasn't a whole lot. I mean, that still feels like that there's too much people. So Tommy Wiseau plays a man named Johnny, and he loves his fiance, or should I say future wife, because he never says fiance because he doesn't know what a fiance, he doesn't know the reference to future wife, so he just says future wife. And his future wife doesn't love him anymore, so she cheats on him with his best friend Mark, and pretty much people have been betraying him. So pretty much, even though he did nothing wrong, she for some reason she cheats on him because she doesn't love him anymore because he's boring. He thinks he's boring. Oh my just because, like, there are so many infamous scenes. In fact, this whole movie is infamous. It has so many problems. I mean, for a $6 million movie, this kind of feels like half of its budget because there are so many scenes, like the breast cancer scene, like there are and the rooftop scene. Where's my fucking money, Danny? I always thought his name was Danny, but no, his name is Denny. But I forgot there was the restaurant Denny's, so yeah, that makes sense. Call me an idiot for saying that, but anyways, Seriously, there are also so many plot points that happen in the movie that don't go anywhere. They just mention this one scene, done. Like the scene where Denny is basically needing to get this money for this guy for selling these drugs. But yeah, and he has a gun, and the gun that he has is the same gun that you see at the end of the movie where Johnny kills himself. And there's just so many infamous scenes that happen throughout that it's gained a really big cult following, saying it's the best bad movie ever. And there are screenings of the movie that happen once in a while, and every time there's a lot of spoon shots. There's a lot of shots for spoons in picture frames that you see a lot. And every time they show it on screen at the screenings for the room, they always throw spoons at the screen. And pretty much at the time, every single year on Adult Swim for April Fool's Day, they would play The Room multiple times. They know that it was that bad. See, when I did my review, I did not. About a year later, when 3 months before The Disaster Artist was released, me and my dad watched the movie. So I rewatched the movie. I wanted to show him the movie, and he pretty much couldn't forgive me because he really did not like the movie. It would take him a while before he would talk to me again because I made him watch it. Oh my! I mean, me and my friend. And here's the thing: when they basically adapted the true story of The Room, or Tommy Wiseau's journey through making the film, it actually made me feel bad for hating on the movie. Hearing that, and the fact that I haven't even seen The Disaster Artist yet. I mean, I was really too hard on the movie. Like, I should have seen it for what it was. Like, the movie is really funny for the most part, and it does have some of the worst acting ever. And this was the only movie that Tommy Wiseau ever directed. And pretty much for the most part, I do think this is a bad movie. It is pretty bad. I mean, but I love it at the same time. But here's the question. Is this the worst movie ever? I am going to be completely honest. No. There are far worse movies out there. This movie is entertaining. Like, some of the movies I watch aren't even entertaining. Like, there's a lot of movies out there that I say are way worse. Battlefield Earth, Movie 43, Freddy Got Fingered, Son of the Mask, The Last Airbender, Jack and Jill. I think all those movies are worse. Because they're not entertaining or funny. Sure, some of those movies aren't trying to take themselves seriously, but like, really, those aren't films that I can laugh at how bad they are. They aren't laughably bad because, see, those aren't movies I want to watch again because of how bad that I think they are. But this film, it has charm to it. It's a film that I'll have people talking about for a really long time. And, there's so much to laugh at in this movie. Like, like how their impression of the chicken is chicken, chip, 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 chip. And the football and tuxedos, like, that scene is entirely pointless because people thought that was actually when they were going to the wedding, but no, they just throw the football around, and then after that, they take off the tuxedos and move on with their lives. Oh my god. Also, this movie also has a video game too, an online video game that plays exactly like the movie. Like, the lines are the same and all that. Also, in that game, well, yeah. But anyways, and of course, probably the most famous scene out of all. You're tearing me apart, Lisa. Like, seriously. But yeah, for the most part, you want my true opinion on the movie? I hate it, but I love it, like most people out there. So I'm with the fans on this one because there are fans of this movie that it has charm to it. And it does have rewatchability. I mean, this movie is so bad that it isn't boring. There are so many things to laugh at this movie. Like, seriously, it's certainly a film to, like, sometimes I feel like I want to watch the whole movie over again because it really is that bad. So, as a movie itself, the movie has awful acting and some of the worst green screen in an indie film out there with the rooftop. And but but I will admit this: the music isn't that bad. If you take out like all the songs that are in the sex scenes, I will admit the main theme isn't that bad. It is actually done fairly well. It is nice to listen to. I will admit that. I am telling the truth. I don't mind the main theme of this movie. It's actually pretty nice. I'm serious. I'm serious. Now, anyways, as a movie itself, I would give it a 1 out of 5 because this movie is terrible. But as a movie that is so bad and entertaining to watch, I give it a 5 out of 5. It truly is a disaster masterpiece or anything like that. But so yeah, I don't like The Room. I love it because it really is that funny. It's pretty much a movie that's has rewatchability because of how, yeah, I know most people have said this over and over, but I want to give my true thoughts, my true opinion on this. So yeah, it's definitely up there with Troll 2 as one of the best bad movies out there. And just like Plan 9 from Outer Space, I did a rant on that movie. I took that film way too seriously. And that was before I watched the film Ed Wood. You know, after watching the movie Ed Wood, I appreciated the film more. Because that was a film that was meant to be bad pretty much. Because, yeah. But, because seriously, I don't hate Tommy Wiseau. In fact, I think he's a pretty good guy, for making this movie that people will talk about because this is truly an awful movie, but it is hilarious as hell. So I give props to Tommy Wiseau. All right, guys, that is my true thoughts on The Room. Of course, this weekend for sure I'll be seeing The Disaster Artist. And hopefully The Shape of Water. I also really want to watch The Shape of Water. Me and my dad just got done watching The Orphanage. Although, during the end credits, I don't think it was directed by Guillermo del Toro. I think it was someone else, so, my mistake if the film wasn't directed by Guillermo del Toro. So, yeah. The Orphanage. So, yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and, I'll see you guys later. Word out. Ha. Yeah, seriously, word out.